Hello Sagittarius and welcome to my reading. This is Hidden Faces Tarot. This will be a general reading for the month of June 2022, so take the messages as it resonates, okay? This may apply to your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node signs. So let's get right into it. As you can see, I've already pre-shuffled the cards with some clarification and some oracle messages, okay? Alright Sagittarius, your first message here says the Strength in reverse, okay? So with the Strength in reverse, this is about releasing something. You know, the Strength upright is about pulling back your energy, okay? But this is somebody that's no longer wanting to hold back. They've decided to release something or let go of something. Now, to clarify the Strength in reverse, we also have the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the reason this situation or energy was released from your life, Sagittarius, is because the person that you were dealing with, excuse me, or the situation that you were dealing with had some sort of deception around it, okay? Because with the Seven of Swords, this is somebody, you know, being manipulative, okay? And so you've come to realize that this person, you know, was being manipulative in the situation here. And with the Knight of Pentacles here, you know, because due to this person's manipulation and game playing that they were doing, okay, it actually stopped you from giving an offer to someone, okay? This is somebody that may have also told lies or misled you in some way, okay? Because with this Knight of Pentacles upright here is like you encountered someone in your life that you wanted to move forward with, Sagittarius. But whoever the individual was that influenced you in some way, shape, or form, swayed you from moving in, like not moving forward with this offer, okay? So now, when I wanted to clarify some more, I got the King of Swords, okay? The King of Swords is somebody that's gained the clarity now that whoever they were dealing with did not have their best interest in mind, okay? They're seeing the truth of this person now in their life. Now, Sagittarius, this could be, you know, a friend in your life. This is just somebody that you give a lot of your time and energy to, okay? Or somebody that you socialize with, perhaps. It could be a friend, okay? The King of Swords is a masculine energy, but it doesn't need to be a male. It can be a female as well, okay? So let's move on to the next message here is the Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse is about walking away from any sort of mind games, okay? This is somebody that maybe, you know, is in your life that wants to keep you around for whatever reason, okay, for their own benefit. This is also somebody that will tell you things that, you know, aren't in the best interest of your own life, but it's them having you in their life benefits them, okay? So this person would do anything to sort of maneuver you from going into the right path or your right direction, okay, where you can step up and evolve as a person, okay? But you're leaving this energy behind now because you see this person's true colors, okay? With the Five of Swords in reverse, you're no longer dealing with this individual. The next message here, we have to clarify the Five of Swords is the World. The World is about completion. It's about closing out old cycles, okay? It's about no longer engaging with people that don't want you to grow in your life, okay? They want to keep you stuck in a situation, in a mindset, in a way of being, okay? With the World, this is a completion of entertaining any old cycles, okay? The next message here we have is the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse is about somebody that, you know, you've decided to speak up, Sagittarius, okay? Like, with the High Priestess upright, you know, you're somebody that probably paid attention a lot throughout their connection with this person or relationship or friendship, whatever it is. But you're somebody that never really said much. You were more of the listener, okay? But with the High Priestess in reverse here, this is no longer you sitting back and just listening to this person, okay? Because you've come to realize that, you know, whatever advice they gave you, it didn't really work in your favor. And it actually, you know, ruin the opportunities of being with somebody great or evolving your life into something better, okay? With the High Priestess in reverse, you know, by this is about opening up, right? And this makes sense because the King of Swords is here, because he's all about communication. He's about logic. He's about somebody that has no problem letting you know where he stands, okay? So you're definitely somebody that now, spoke your truth when it came to this individual, and you closed out a cycle with them. The next message here we have is the Devil in reverse. The Devil in reverse is about releasing any sort of toxic energies in your life, okay? Not having any, people with bad intentions and just manipulative people. You're releasing all that kind of energy in your life where people aren't happy for you, okay? And people just want to hold you back for their own needs. The next message here we have is the Four of Wands in reverse. Four of Wands is about releasing any instability, okay? You're leaving home. This could be even you relocating, leaving the place that you lived with, all of the family environments and whatever case that you had around you that wasn't healthy, okay? You're ready to release this with the Four of Wands. The next message we have here to clarify the Devil is the Knight of Wands. This person, that wanted to keep you stuck, Sagittarius, they wanted you to stay in this energy of being this Knight of Wands, okay? They didn't want you to go off and, start a life and start a family and be stable and, pretty much mature. This person did not want to see you grow in your life, okay? And when you were ready to give an opportunity or an offer to someone, this person sort of came in the way and sort of gave you misguided information where they may have told you, like, why are you trying to, like, you're giving up your freedom, things like that, okay? This is maybe somebody that you partied with a lot, somebody that just, they could call you and you guys would just hang out. And this is somebody that's almost doesn't want to lose that connection with you. And they know that if you were to enter into a relationship, that's something that they won't have anymore, right? So that's what this person was holding you back. But they wanted you to stay in this Knight of Wands energy, and you just, you realized that you didn't really want to do that because you were ready to give a very stable offer with the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay. Now, Sagittarius, this energy could, obviously there's a dynamic between two people here. And to me, it's looking like two masculine energies here, but they could be feminine as well, okay? So just pick your position. If you're the individual that was not given the offer, this is the insight of what happened and why you didn't get the offer, okay? So if you're the Sagittarius that, was dealing with this King of Swords energy and you were waiting for an offer from them and you never got it, this is the backstory of what happened there, okay? But if you're the King of Swords, this is your, if you're in the King of Swords energy where you had to cut a friend out because they were just an interference in making good choices in your life, you're getting rid of this individual, okay? Excuse me. The next message here we have is the King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse is somebody that, this is somebody that likes a lot of attention, okay? This is somebody that has no intention of actually following through with anything. This is not somebody that's looking for stability. This is somebody that's just looking for fun, okay? They just want to have their passionate nights with people and then leave. They have no intention of giving anything else in return. Okay, this is also somebody who's very egotistical. This is somebody that, doesn't believe that they need to provide anything to anybody because they're selfish. They just want everybody to dote over them, okay? So this is the energy that this, this other individual in this person's life was like. And it doesn't need to be a male, even though it is the King of Wands. This could be a feminine energy, a female, in a masculine energy, okay? But this energy is very toxic in the reverse. It's not a healthy person to be around. There's somebody that doesn't really progress in their life very much because they like to stay in the same place they always were because they just enjoy the fun. Whatever's familiar to them, whatever's fun, that's how they are, right? And so, which makes sense because this King of Wands, he's in the reverse because he's still sitting in the Knight of Wands energy, right? So he hasn't evolved, this person. And your person has now realized that they listened to the wrong person. They maybe trusted this person thinking that they were friends with them and that they should trust their advice, right? But they realize that this person is just deceptive, and there's some form of jealousy here as well, where this person is actually perhaps jealous of your person's success in their life and their ability to find somebody, stable, things like that. And this person, is unable to perhaps get that type of person in their life. But I mean, you know what? Energy matches energy, right? So, but there seems to be some sort of envious energy coming from this King of Wands in reverse towards that King of Swords energy, okay? So there is, there was some sort of sabotage here towards that King of Swords. But the King of Swords now, Sagittarius, if this is you, you've come to realize that the person that you thought was in your corner was actually not, okay? To clarify the King of Wands in the reverse, we have the Fool. The Fool is about taking a risk, okay? Taking a leap of faith. This person is, the King of Swords is now ready to take a leap of faith, okay? They're ready to, now that they've gotten rid of this toxic person in their life that continuously try to hold them back, they are ready to now move forward and, have a new beginning, okay? Because with the World card and the Fool here, this is closing a cycle and starting anew, okay? So this person is done with dealing with any kind of the player ways and, the bachelor lifestyle or whatever they thought was more their lifestyle that they wanted to keep, right? Due to what they were familiar with. So that's what this person is now releasing. And now with the Knight of Cups here, to clarify the King of Wands in reverse, this is now somebody ready to come in and give you an emotional offer, okay? This is somebody that knows that, this is somebody that knows that they've always wanted, they've always had emotions for you. They wanted to give you a stable offer, okay? But they chose not to because they were influenced by someone else, right? But they are coming forward now, Sagittarius, so the next message here we have is the World. The World is about completion again. So we have the Fool and the World, right? So we have the World twice. This is definitely a completion and ready for a new start, right? So that with the World here, it's about closing old cycles and no longer wanting to be in that immature energy and, sort of make decisions based on your own life. To clarify the World, we have the Hermit in reverse. And we have the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so now with these two cards clarifying the World, this just tells me that, this person is no longer wanting to be alone. Okay, this person once believed that they didn't want to be in a commitment. Maybe they didn't believe in commitments, right? This is also somebody that's releasing any sort of old patterns of behavior, okay? Because the Hierophant is about, doing the same thing all the time. It's about structure. It's about, doing what is expected of you. Meaning that if this person was a bachelor for a very long time and they had a friend that was also on that same field where they're like, I don't want to commit. That was their thought processes. Like, I would never commit, right? But this is somebody that is getting out of like a mindset that they used to be in, okay? Where they maybe thought that they would be a bachelor, be that guys that play around all the time and don't tend to settle down. But this person is no longer wanting to do that. They're no longer wanting to live in the old ways of being, okay? They've changed their thought process on, what it is to just be alone. Because with the Hermit in reverse, this is somebody not wanting to be alone, okay? And with the Hierophant in reverse, this is somebody releasing old ways of thinking where they were okay with being single and, but I think Sagittarius, when they did meet you, you changed this person's thought process of where they wanted to be single maybe. And this friend that they were with perhaps swayed them to that, they're making the wrong decisions and, it's they're going to be trapped and things like that. And this probably scared this person away. And that's why they just decided not to offer you anything, okay? But they are realizing that, they do have love for you with this Knight of Cups here. And that they are no longer wanting to deal with anybody manipulative, in their life that's going to stop them from moving forward, right? So with the Oracle messages here, we have family room. Now, family room is, this doesn't need to solely mean like family members, okay? But when this card showed up here in this particular reading, Sagittarius, it pretty much told me that, whoever this individual is that your person was dealing with, they considered them close as a family. If they were not a family member, they felt that they were close enough to be their family, okay? Because they were perhaps known them for many years since they were kids, right? So you expect that that person would be like your family. They would take care of you like your family, and so that's kind of what the position this other person had in your person's life. That's why their opinion was taken so heavily, okay, when it came to the connection with you. The next message here we have is lust. Now, with this card showing up here, your person was probably convinced that this connection was strictly sexual. Okay, I mean, there was a lot of lust, there was a lot of chemistry perhaps in this connection with you and your person, Sagittarius, but they also pulled away because perhaps they were told that this is just a sexual connection. Why would you want to make it any further with this person, right? So this is why this person didn't really offer anything as well, because they were confused as well. Is it lust or is it love, right? So but this person just kind of pulled their energy back because they assumed that it wasn't anything real. It was just infatuation, it was just attraction, right? The next message here we have, it says fixed. It says stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability, sorry. So with this card here, okay, when you're a fixed sign in the zodiac, you tend to be under the category of Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus, okay? So when this fixed energy comes in, it's more of a rigid way of being, meaning that you're somebody that knows something and you'll kind of stick to it. You're very there's follow through energy in this situation, right? And for you, Sagittarius, like if you were this King of Swords energy, that's an Aquarius, right? That King of Swords represents Aquarius. So that is a fixed sign. So now that you are able to discern, right, what was true and what wasn't when you came to making this decision, now you're able to see clearly, okay? But you do want to be somebody who's loyal. You do want to be somebody who's dependable, okay? And you're starting to feel like, yes, it was lust and the passion was there, but you know that you want more. You want to give more to the situation, okay? The next message we have here is fragmented energy. Now, with this situation here, based on the decision that you made, Sagittarius, it just brought a lot of confusion to you. It brought a lot of, like you were just confused with your mind and your emotions towards the situation, because even though your heart was telling you that you wanted to go to get this connection, you want to offer your Knight of Pentacles, you were being, your mind was telling you something else, okay? And your mind was telling you something else because you had somebody in your ear telling you that it was a bad idea, okay? So it caused you a lot of distortion in trying to make a decision for yourself. And the final message here we have is wisdom. Okay, so now that you've really, listened to your intuition here and you have spoken your truth and put this person sort of in their corner almost, because when you've gained the clarity that this person was being deceptive, right, you no longer were okay with taking their advice, right? And you decided to just cut ties with this individual. And, it may have taken you a while to sort of figure this out with this individual. Maybe they were quite subtle about, their intentions and things like that. So sometimes it's hard to maneuver through things like that when, a person is quite manipulative and they're very tactful in how they do it. So it's hard to discern sometimes, right? And I mean, when you've known somebody your entire life, that's not even something that's crossing your mind really, where you're thinking like, oh, I wonder if they're saying certain things because they're envious of me. Like, I mean, it's not like you think of those things because you appreciate your connection with a friend, or whoever this other individual this person had in their life, right? They put them on a high value in their life, right? So they did listen to them. Unfortunately, they learned the hard way that this person was not on their corner. So, but that's the messages I have, Sagittarius. But I'm not sure which part of the reading you're in. You're either the King of Swords, or you're the King of Wands in reverse, or you're the person that, was waiting for the offer that didn't get it. But if you're the person waiting for the offer and didn't receive it, the King of Swords is returning back, and he's coming with his cup of love. He's going to express his emotions, okay? But that's the messages I have for you today, Sagittarius. So don't forget to subscribe and take care. I will see you guys in the middle of the month, okay? Thanks for listening. Bye.